All right, let's talk about something that is fundamentally changing our world. We're talking about work, wealth, and what it even means to be an expert anymore. We're going to dive into some absolutely mind-blowing insights from Dr. Li Feng, who's been a pioneer in AI for 30 years and used to run Google Taiwan. Let's break down what this new reality means for you and me.
And we're just going to jump right into the deep end with this bombshell of a quote. This isn't some far-off fantasy. This is a serious warning from someone who has been on the front lines of this stuff for decades. And this single idea, it really sets the stage for everything else. A massive reshuffling of the economy, all driven by AI.
So, how in the world do we get to a place when 1% has everything and 99% has what's left? Well, according to Dr. Qian, it all starts with the creation of a totally new kind of worker, the AI-powered superhuman.
And if you want a number to wrap your head around, get this. Dr. Chin told this insane story about one of Taiwan's absolute best Google engineers. At the beginning of the year, they paired this guy with AI, and his programming productivity shot up 10 times, 10x. But by September of that same year, it had multiplied by 100 times, 100x improvement.
But, this isn't just about working faster. This changes the entire game of how value gets created. It means that one single, highly experienced expert, when they're boosted by AI, can now produce on a scale that used to take a whole department, effectively doing the work of 100 people.
And look, this isn't some prediction about the future. This trend is already here, and it's accelerating. Before the pandemic, the top 1% held around 40% of global wealth. After COVID forced that massive shift to digital, it jumped to 50%. Dr. Qian believes AI is about to pour gasoline on that fire.
Okay, so to really get what's happening, you have to understand that AI isn't just a single tool. It's more like an intelligence that's evolving at an incredible speed. Dr. Shan actually breaks its journey down into 5 key stages, and it really helps explain this explosive growth we're seeing.
Now, what's so wild is that we've already completely blown past stage 1 chat. Right now, we are smack in the middle of stage 2, reasoning, where we ask AI questions and it gives us answers. But we're already speeding into stage 3, the agent phase. That's where it won't just tell you the best flight to book, it'll go ahead and book it for you. It starts doing things in the real world. Now, stages 4 and 5, innovation and AGI, this is where things get really world-changing. Innovation is about solving problems we don't even have the answers to yet. And guess what? We're already seeing this happen. AI is discovering faster algorithms for basic computing. It's helping scientists design new medicines. It's already starting to innovate beyond us.
Now, I know what you might be thinking. This all sounds a little terrifying, like we're about to be made obsolete. But Dr. Qian makes this super important point. There is a huge, massive difference between what an AI has read and what a human knows. Think of it this way. The AI has read pretty much everything humanity has ever written. It's like it has consumed 100 million books. But, and this is the key, it has zero real-world physical experience. It doesn't know that a wet floor is slippery, or that steam from a kettle is hot, or that a wine glass is fragile. A 2-year-old learns that stuff by just living.
And this quote just nails it perfectly. The kind of abstract, intellectual brilliance of an Isaac Newton, that's a problem AI is on track to solve, maybe in 5 years. But the physical, hands-on, sensory knowledge of a plumber, that is a completely different kind of intelligence. And that's something we probably won't see an AI master for decades.
Okay, so that's the new playing field. Knowledge from books is becoming a commodity, while knowledge from experience is becoming priceless. So how do you make sure you thrive in this new world? How do you position yourself to be in that 1%? First things first, the bar for what counts as good work has been raised forever. Dr. Qian says the old idea of 60 out of 100 being a passing grade is just gone. Why? Because AI can churn out 70 or 80-point work instantly. So excellence, your new starting point, is 80. Good enough isn't good enough anymore.
So this means you've got to shift your whole focus. Your job isn't to compete with AI at its own game. Your job is to double down on the skills that AI can't even touch, the skills that AI can only amplify.
People used to talk about being a T-shaped person. You have a broad knowledge base and one deep specialty. Dr. Qian says that's obsolete. In the AI world, you need to be pie-shaped. You still need that wide base of general knowledge so you can ask better questions, but you also need 2 deep areas of expertise. That's what lets you make those creative connections between different fields that an AI would never see.
So it all comes down to a new kind of survival kit. It means you got to get amazing at the human skills, leadership, working with others, empathy. It means building up that broad knowledge base. And maybe most important of all, you have to avoid brain outsourcing. Use AI as a tool to make your own thinking sharper, not to do the thinking for you.
But this huge, fast change, it has casualties. And Dr. Chien gives a really serious warning about a massive problem that's hitting an entire generation of people who are just trying to start their careers. What's happening is that the traditional career ladder is basically breaking apart. Companies are starting to lay off junior employees because their value comes from textbook knowledge, and the AI has read all the textbooks. Instead, they're pouring all their resources into hiring senior talent, people whose value comes from that real-world, hands-on experience.
I mean, this chart tells the whole story, right? You take a senior expert, that pie-shaped person we talked about, and you pair them with AI, and the value they create is just astronomical. It's huge. But at the same time, the value of a junior person's book-based skills has plummeted, and that creates a terrifying gap for anyone trying to get started.
And this is what Dr. Chien is really worried about. He fears this is creating a lost generation. These are young professionals who are caught in a brutal trap. They graduated from an education system that prepared them for a world that doesn't exist anymore, and now they're in a job market that demands experience they literally can't get. So I think the big takeaway from all this is that the fundamental challenge has changed. It's not about man versus machine anymore. It's about learning how to lead the machines. In a world where intelligence itself is abundant and cheap, our uniquely human skills, asking the right questions, connecting ideas, leading with empathy, those become our most valuable assets, which really just leaves one final massive question. How do we even start to train people for that?